So today's video is gonna talk about why my roommate and I decided to go back home during this special period and what specifically happened during this journey. Since the situation of the coronavirus became really serious in the US, the school decided to start online course after the spring break. Then we booked our first flight ticket leave on April the 9th. We did not plan to go home in March because we did not think that the situation would get worse so quickly. Later, as the situation got worse and worse, we actually bought another 3 tickets. The earliest one leaves on March 29th, which I booked on March 25th from New York to my home city. However, the next day, the Chinese government announced a policy that only one flight from each country could fly from the US to China per week, starts on March 29th. Based on this policy, all my flights were cancelled. On March 27th, 3:30 p.m., a flight agency told us there were last 2 tickets remaining from New York to Paris, then from Paris to Shanghai. That flight was going to depart at 7:45 p.m. in JFK, and we decided to buy this ticket and try to pack our stuff in 20 minutes because we don't have a lot of time left. Then we left our apartment at 4:30 p.m. and rushed to the airport in 2 hours from Yukon to JFK. On the way, the agency told us my flight ticket did not go through successfully, which means I did not get a ticket. So we still had to go to the airport because my roommate could go. Fortunately, after we arrived at the airport at 6:30, we found that there were still some tickets left. So I bought a ticket at the check-in counters at 6:45. Then at 7:05 p.m. we successfully passed the security check in about 10 minutes and then changed to our protection suit. On March 28th, we arrived in Paris. All the stores inside the airport were closed, and because we did not have to change our terminal for the next flight, we were now requested to show our visa. I ate some snacks in Paris airport facing the walls because I was afraid that I would get infected by the virus. Before boarding the next flight, the crew checked our body temperature, and this flight provided 3 bottles of water and some vacuum food for each passenger because they do not provide any dining service during the flight. Eating or drinking in the cabin is extremely dangerous because it is a confined space. It's very easy to get infected by the virus if the air is stuffy. So the next day at 6 a.m., we arrived at Shanghai Airport. Before going through the custom, all the passengers were required to report their healthy conditions by filling out a form. In this form, you have to list all the symptoms you have, like headaches, coughs, or having a cold in the past 14 days. There are volunteers in the airport that will check your forms and ask you questions about your healthy conditions. Then some volunteers would lead us to the place that takes the test. Bye, have a nice day!